Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Ijoma here, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make these corsets with a basket bodice and a bra cup. Yes, this video has two parts, please, because it is so long. It is really long. I couldn't do everything in one video. Okay, now we are going to need, if you're making this top, only the top, you are going to need at least 2.5 yards or 3 yards if you're a plus size, because you will waste material. Should I call it waste? You will consume a lot of material in order to get this. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is to introduce the materials we are going to be using. We have this fishing line, they call it fishing line, and it is for the floating detail on the bra cup. Then we have the other one also. We have our crepe, we have our bra cup, we have this particular line. I want to combine the two of them because I will not wear this. Many of the tutorials I posted, I don't wear them. I only make them for the sake of my audience. Okay, now the first thing that we are going to do is to mark half inch from the center part of our paper. You will go in by half inch till you get to the full length. So this is like a blouse. This is a blouse. It is not a body. So anywhere you want your blouse to stop at will be your full length. The next thing that you are going to do is to mark a straight line down. After doing that, you will get your bra cup and then place it on that half an inch line. After placing it on the half an inch line, anywhere that your under bust stops at, anywhere the under bust of this bra cup stops at, is your under bust. So now I have traced out the shape of my bra cup. The next thing that I'm going to do is to mark a straight line. After marking the straight line, I will place my under bust measurement there, and my under bust is 13. So from that 13, I'll mark my half length 17 and a half. The full length of this blouse, I want it to be 22. Okay, so if you want the blouse to be 24, anywhere you want this blouse to stop at, that is where you are going to use as your full length. And this is the method of the corset that I'm using. If you want to use any other method of corset for this particular bodies, you can go ahead and do it also. Okay, now after doing this, the next thing that I'm going to do is to extend my lines. After extending my lines, I'll label my under bust, my half length, my full length, my allowance. Now at my bust area, I'll divide my bust by 4 and I'll take my bust measurement. At my waist area, I'll divide my waist measurement plus 2 inches seam allowance. Then after marking this, I'll also divide my hip by 4 plus 2 inches seam allowance. Now after taking all these measurements, I'll connect my bust to my hip. I'll connect my bust to my waist, and then from my waist to my hip. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do right now is to cut it out after marking this. But before we cut out, you know that if you are doing this bra cup method, at the bra cup area, you will add half an inch, like you will mark half inch round. This half an inch round that you are marking now will serve as the allowance, because if you are making this type of corset and you cut it exactly on the first line, when you are joining your bra cup, the space you made for the bra cup will be bigger than the bra cup itself. So what you're going to do is that from that under bust line, you will come in by half an inch, you will come up by half an inch, and then you will connect. The next thing that we are going to do right now is to cut out this piece. After cutting out this piece, we are going to cut out the back with it. We don't want to do so much. We just cut out the back with it. Okay, now after cutting out the back, we did not add any zipper allowance. Of course, the back has a lacing, so there's no point adding a zipper allowance to it. Okay, now the next thing that I'm going to do right now is to cut out the center back. Then after cutting out the center back, I said that this is a corset. Of course, we are not going to add a zipper to it. Instead, we are going to lace it. Right now, the next thing that we are going to do is to come in by 3 inches at the top of this paper. At the back, you will come in by 3 inches, and then you will mark a straight line down to the full length. After doing this, you will go ahead and shade. So this area that you are shading right now is where you will cut off. Okay, this is where you will lace. Right now, after doing this, the next thing that we are going to do is to cut this on our fabric, and I'll give it my center back a little v-neck or a little round neck. This is my back. Okay, now this is the front. I'll go ahead and cut out this bra cup area. After cutting out this bra cup area, please remember that this paper, will be on fold. This paper should be on fold because of the type of bodies that you are doing. This is a basket bodies. You can see that I used my masking tape to make it two so that it will be on fold. It is on fold right now, and it must be on fold. This paper for the front must be on fold. It is very important. Now you go ahead and style the hemline of the front. The hemline depends, like it depends on how you want to style it. This hemline has a scallop design, so you just go ahead and mark out your scallop design. After marking your scallop design, you will cut it out. If you check very well, this is the type of design this top has at the front. Okay, now you go ahead and cut it out. After cutting it out, this is what our front should look like, and it is on fold. Remember that this stuff that I'm doing right now is on fold, right? So if you open it up, you can see what we have right there. Now the next thing that we're going to do is to cut out this piece on a lining. You will have to cut it on a lining first of all and keep your lining aside. Then for the back does not have any baskets or any knitting at the back. The back will be very plain, so go ahead and cut this one out. And you can see I'm adding half an inch at the full length because I don't want it to be too short if I wear it on my body. After cutting it, I'll also cut out my back. Now I am done cutting this out. We'll go ahead and keep it aside. This one now is the piece that we are going to cut out, the pieces that we are going to use for that basket knitting. Let's call it basket. We know it is more like a basket, so let's call it basket knitting. Let me not confuse us. Okay, now this is 3 inches wide and it should be as long as possible. Then I'll go ahead and cut out a lot of this, like you cut out as much as you can. That is what you are going to do. Now we are done cutting. This is like the last set. The next thing that we're going to do is to cut out pieces for our bra cup. Of course, we're going to cover our bra cup, and this is the piece that I'll be using for my bra cup. I'll fold it 2 times so that after cutting I'll have 8 pieces, four for each bra cup. Then get your bra cup, fold it into two, and add half an inch around your bra cup. You can see how I folded my bra cup into two and I added half an inch around it, and it has given me the piece that we used to cover my bra cup. This is very easy. Just go ahead and fold it multiple times so that you will have 4 pieces each, two for the main fabric of the bra cup and two for the lining of the bra cup. Now after doing that, you go ahead and pin all of them together according to how you are going to join them. So all these areas that I'm pinning now are the areas where I will join from. Now this piece that we have here, I'll go ahead and divide it into two, one for the floating detail at the right hand side and one for the other drape at the left hand side. Around that bra cup we have a floating detail and we have a drape, right? So I'll go ahead and iron them and keep them aside, and this will be in the part 2. Now I am done cutting all these pieces. It is 3 inches here, 3 inches wide, and it should be as long as possible. The next thing that I'm going to do is to fold them. I'll just fold them and use half an inch to close it. All of them you fold and you use half an inch to close. If you fold, you use half an inch to close, and that is what you are going to do for all of them. Okay, now you will keep it aside. After stitching, I am done. This is what I have after stitching. The next thing that I'm going to do right now is to trim. If you trim, you will turn. If you trim, you will turn. With the help of a safety pin, you'll be able to turn all these pieces. Now I am done turning all of them, and this is what you have. You are going to ironing takes time, so go ahead and press all of them very well. After pressing, then we'll come back. Now I am done ironing, and this is what we have. Then the next thing that we are going to start now is the knitting. So that knitting may take some time. So this is the back pieces. Now if you want to do a French seam, you can do a French seam, like you can turn the back with the lining one by one. But if you want to do inseam finishing, you can also do inseam finishing. By doing inseam finishing, you are going to join the front and the back separately before you turn with the lining. So this one is for inseam finishing. I'll just go ahead and keep that first of all. Now get this paper that you folded. This is the reason why I said your paper should be on fold. Open it up. If you open it up, you start placing your pieces. I don't think I have to be talking too much, because you will just watch me do this. As I'm doing it, it will be very easy for us to understand. So just go ahead and place all of them in a slanted manner. And this first set that I pinned, I don't think I like it. I had to change the pattern. After placing all of them, then you will start crossing them with the other ones. Like as you are crossing it, you'll be getting this basket shape. right now you go ahead and stitch. You just go ahead and stitch these ones that you placed first of all. So after stitching this one, you will come back and then you start placing the other one. This stitching is important. You can see that I'm done stitching. They are in place. So as you are stitching, you'll be arranging. As you are stitching, you'll be arranging. After arranging, you will trim off the excess. After trimming off the excess, you can now start crossing it with the second one. Okay.